Hey everybody, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Fashion Friday. Hope you guys had a great week in Destiny. I personally haven't really touched the game besides making these fashion sets for this video. I've been playing Superland's new release, 6 inches under. Just kind of scratches that old nostalgia itch that I have for those like collectathons like Spyro and Jack and Dexter and all those on the PlayStation. And it's been really fun to play a game like that again, and I think I will always have a soft spot for it. Highly recommend if you guys haven't tried that series out. It took me a while to finally cave and try it, and it's on the first one's on Game Pass, and I had a lot of fun with it. And the second one just recently came out, and I had a good time with it as well, although maybe it's slightly worse than the first. This week I've got a huge amount of sets for these videos. Got 8 sets for you guys. I got really inspired by this Twitter post by Tag Lutrin Persona Non Ota. They made these mock-up shader packages for LGBTQIA flags, and I just really love that idea of most of these being shaders, most of these flags being shaders. And so I tried to make guardians that look like they're using these shaders like by themselves, like a mono shade with this. And as you can see, there's 8 of these, and I made 8 guardians. I even mixed up, I did, I think 2 hunters, 3 warlocks, 3 titans. And I did exotic in each set as well. So just like 2 challenges, and then I spread it across all 3 characters. So this is a pretty exciting video, I think. It's a lot of fashion, and let's hop into it. I probably won't talk about each one a ton just because there's so many, and I don't want to keep you guys for too long. But for the first one, we've got this nice pink and blue, the trans pride flag, I think. The pink is a bit shiny. I think in the flag it's really pale, desaturated, so that is not great on the color matching side of things. The sleeves do a nice pale pink there, but the chest plate and the shoulders are definitely a little darker of a pink. But I tried to use lilac bombast, which would be like a perfect pink for it, but there's just so much green in that shader usually. It just didn't work on any of these pieces, really. I threw in Assassin's Cowl on this one, just because it had that nice light blue glowy mesh over the front. I really like the combo of the Dendrite cloak with that Assassin's Cowl too. These little dangly, shiny bits come right off of the cow's web there in the front. It's pretty sick. Pretty good combo. I think if you wanted to recreate this set, I think definitely Amethyst Bloom would probably be a good one to look at if you're just trying to do mono shading. I think it follows that color scheme pretty well. So this next set I think is the Pansexual Pride flag. If I get any of these flags wrong, just let me know in the comments. I didn't know some of these before this actually. The set here doesn't have a ton of yellow, but I did kind of like the little bits pieces of yellow throughout the set. The legs have this yellow that's unshaderable all over it, and that usually bothers me a lot when making this set, but it finally actually came in handy. I was actually trying to use yellow in the set, so it worked out perfectly. I also really love the mark here combined with this Arcturus engine ornament. The like little triangle of the belt buckle is like perfectly aligned from a certain angle to that like engine hole. I don't know what to call that. The exhaust in the middle of your chest, which doesn't really make sense, but looks very cool. Also, this helmet has a lot of unshaderable yellow that I wanted to incorporate in here, and I think it goes well with that like jet engine chest piece. I would say the transition into the legs could be slightly better. This Neopop wave gave me a nice pink to work with, but I would say it may be a little abrupt coming from the rest of the set, which I think flows really well together. That's probably my biggest critique of this one, but That's the best pink shader I could really get that flowed in that kind of matte desaturated blue there. The next set is the non-binary flag on a Titan. This one was really fun to do, and I really like how this set came out. Shout out to these Doomfang Pauldron arms. Man, they are crazy. That's just the default shader, and they look so good. The way the horns transition from that black to purple, which is, by the way, perfect to mimic this flag as well, is just so nice. And I'm really glad I tried these on to see if they would fit, because they definitely do. It is perfect. I think the Dendrite Shimmer also looks really great next to these. Highly recommend that combo together. I think this Kairos function plate is one I usually don't really like, but this Imperial dress really just like tied the whole set together with that yellow glow, kind of bringing some more yellow throughout the set. And I mean, this is just a really sick combo of colors. Shout out to this flag. I think it's a really cool one, and makes for a great set of shaders. I think the kind of the callus style shaders follow this kind of scheming. It's sometimes gold and purple, yellow and purple. So yeah, you might have to look through a few of them if you have those. And I think these do great. Byzantium Lotus does a good job if you have that one by itself to get that purple and yellow together as well. Okay, I think this one is my favorite of all the sets, to be honest. This is the Lesbian Pride flag, and man, the colors on this are crazy. They look so good together. I just luckily tried this backup plans on the solar class already when I was looking through some exotics to use for this, and that orange reddish color is just perfect to match that flag's orange. And you know, I wouldn't have ever made this set without this little challenge, I guess. These colors are just not really something I would think would look great together, but man, like, this is just so pleasing to the eye. I love the color combos here. That like dark, kind of regal. It's a little lighter than like a regal purple on that head with that lion's pride, but it is really nice. And I think the silhouette actually really comes together nicely. There's a lot of those like striated patterns on the different cloths, and I think the way those shoulders look on the backup plants matches really nicely into the thigh padding in these Pathfinder greaves. I think it just all ties so well, and the colors are just perfect. And yeah, this one's probably my favorite. Okay, for the next one, I'm pretty sure this is the gay pride flag. This one is like 3 different gradients on there. The shader this person mocked up for this flag. So I could be wrong or misreading that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. But this is hard mode for sure. That is so many colors packed into that 4 pie slice shader. I mean, it's technically like 7 different colors packed in there. So I mean, I did my best. That green yellow, I think Archeoskin or your Rasmussen clan shader probably gonna cover that the best. I didn't want all that like pulsating lines on this one, because it's obviously, as you can see, already got a lot going on. So I went with the Archeoskin, which you know, I didn't really even know that was a good Rasmussen clan substitute until doing this challenge. So that was a nice little bonus knowledge piece from this. I really enjoy this Wriggle Crossroads helmet with the penumbral cloak. The Amaranth Atrocities blue on that cloak is amazing. It's also a huge thing I'm going to try to remember in the future, because that is just a really nice blue. Might try to make a set around that in the future as well. And honestly, I'm just really proud of the color transitions between the set pieces here. I think it could be slightly better in representing that flag, but it is really difficult to work with that many colors without it looking too crazy. And the way that blue of the cloak flows into like the trimming of the chest, and then the outer pieces of the chest are like that white, kind of creamish white, and the way they flow into the arms perfectly right there is amazing. And then you also have the red wrap around the waist from the chest, which transitions extremely well into the hazard pay. Like, I don't want to pat myself on the back too hard here, but just looking at this one, I'm just amazed at how well I actually made this one transition and not turn into just like a Crismo kind of meme color blocky set like the Titans like to run. So, I mean, this one may not appeal to everyone's eye initially, but just the technicality of it, I hope a lot of people appreciate. So this one probably looks a little familiar to most people. This is the Mistoposphere shader set I made with a few alterations, of course. I did, instead of the gauntlets being a nice like red counter to that bit of red in the Wicked Overgrowth, I just turned them white, since this flag, which I think is a gay men's flag. I could be wrong on that one. Let me know if I am. That one doesn't have that red in it at all. So I tried to just eliminate the red as much as possible. But yeah, those boots just match too well to completely throw them out. I did switch over the High-Minded Complex shader into Amarita's Dream as well to get some more of that purple. And I think it still flows really well. I mean, it's the same silhouette. Yeah, same silhouette. But just a few of the accent colors toned down, honestly. Alright, for this set, it's kind of similar to some of the others. Use that Amaranth Atrocity again and some more Amethyst Bloom to match that blue, purple, white in the shader pie there. This one is really loud, of course. It's got the Transcendent Geometry ornament on the Vesper Radius. And it is a really, really cool ornament. Got those huge blue glowing circles hovering over the shoulders and the waistband. And looks just really awesome in a lot of sets. And the game at Jadestone, this thing really, really shines too, if you guys want to check that out. But I went big to try to match that energy with that Kairos Function Crown. This is a helmet I've been using more and more, honestly, and I've been really enjoying it. It's just really cool and really amps up a lot of Warlock sets that can feel a little samey a lot of times without using the Anubis head, you know. I think the colors on this one worked out really great. It wasn't too wild, honestly. I think this little pocket of blue and purple shaders cover this flag really well, which I'm not entirely sure what this flag is for. If you could let me know in the comments, that'd be great. I do not know on this one. And last but not least, of course, is the non-binary flag, I'm pretty sure. This one is one of my favorite sets as well. Some of these pieces just look so great, including that Nectar Dynamo on the phenotype robes. Man, that is crazy. The like cracked leather on the torso and like that belt, it looks so cool. And that purple is so rich on the armor and the cloth of the robes. Really, really nice. I definitely will keep this one in mind. I matched those white glows and that big white chest piece with the gauntlets and the bond just to kind of balance it out. But I think a star of the show is definitely these illicit collector boots with that white snake running up the thigh and down the boots as well. Also gets a little pop of purple, which is nice in the kneecap there with the Techno Fusion shader. This is a really nice shader. Does have a little green there at the bottom, but we're gonna ignore that. I think the Astrocyte verse is just the perfect Warlock exotic if you're going for like a purple set. Definitely not an exotic. I would say I've mastered. Doing blink and stuff feels a lot better with it, but it's still just not quite as smooth as it was in Destiny 1. And I played a lot of Voidlock in Destiny 1, so it is a little sad that blink is a shadow of its former self. But let me know what you guys think of all these sets. It took a while to make, so appreciate any feedback. You know, let me know if I messed up any of the flags, of course. And if you are interested in seeing some of these sets before videos go live, follow me on Twitter. This is where it was posted 2 days ago, actually. And everyone saw it there first. It's just a huge pack of sets, and I'm really proud of all of them. I think only one had 4 unique shaders, and the rest were 5 unique shaders. All had 5 unique armor pieces, I'm pretty sure. And I'm really proud of the lesbian, the non-binary, and probably the gay pride flag ones. They, like I said, gay pride was a little tough. It's like doesn't look that aesthetically pleasing immediately, but technically is really impressive to myself, which, you know, of course doesn't really mean anything if it doesn't look that great, but I think it means something. That's all that matters. Please leave a like and comment if you enjoy this video. It helps the channel out a lot. Getting really close to 1,000 subscribers and would love to hit that mark soon. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Doing a fashion video every Friday, 5 shader fashion, doing challenges, just kind of keeping it fresh in between now and Witch Queen before we get a ton of new armor that I can use and show off to you guys. Also, if you have an idea for a video, leave a comment. I had a great comment a couple of videos ago, a suggestion, and I put some sets based off that comment in the last video at the very beginning, and it was really fun just to get something out of what may come to mind immediately for me, and just kind of have a different challenge than what I normally do. Thanks for watching though, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.